With 100K ideas, a lot of people started throwing the name out there to me. When I started to express what I wanted to do with Little Sugas or just have conversations with people, a lot of people kept saying 100K ideas, 100K ideas. So what I did was I just pretty much looked up 100K ideas to see what they had to offer. As far as my entrepreneurial journey goes, I pretty much kind of transitioned into this journey. I started off pretty much in the corporate world. A lot of the work that I did was all medical related, and then I just kind of had like some type of epiphany on life of what I really wanted to do. And I wanted to be linked to food. Like, food was just my passion. So anything food that I could tap into, that was the goal of mine. After undergrad, I took some time off, just a little time off, and then I went back to go to culinary school. Once I got into culinary school, I decided to major in baking and pastry arts. And that gave me that creative outlet. Like, food, you can do a little bit with food, but when you get to the baking and pastry side, I found that I could do more. So I transitioned to that side, and then I just created Little Sugas in the midst of that. I identify it as a sweet brand in a sense. So the different components of Little Sugas is I do take custom orders, like custom orders for birthday cakes, parties, and weddings. And then the other component is the cooking classes or baking classes per se. Most of it is baking based. I do baking for adults as well as little chefs, ages 4 to 12. And then another component is the pop-up portion of it. Little Sugas does a lot of pop-ups at the Flint Farmers Market with the Flint Social Club. So with those pop-ups, it's pretty much just a day or a few hours where I just roll out some type of menu dedicated to whatever day or season or holiday it's around, and then I just sell those treats based on that. I think entrepreneurship is definitely moving within the community in a way that a lot of people didn't even see coming. I think small businesses have this like strong voice, and we're just like kind of ready to just break out and become just everything that we all like envision for our businesses. The 100K Ideas platform was the first time that I was fortunate enough to talk about Little Sugas to the city, to the people that came to enjoy the Pitch for K competition. That was a first for me. Most of the time I keep Little Sugas kind of hidden, but 100K Ideas gave me that voice to really get my business out there, and then just to show people what I had to offer and what Little Sugas have to offer. So my experience with Pitch for K was definitely an exciting experience. It was probably one of the most exciting experiences I've had this far with Little Sugas. The process of just going through what exactly I wanted Little Sugas to look like, what I wanted to do with Little Sugas. It not only put out there what I've been doing this far, but it gave me the opportunity to really think about the direction of Little Sugas. So I enjoyed the competition in its entirety. I got to meet a lot of new people, and then just 100K, just having them beside me, and it's just a email away. That's a beautiful thing in itself. What the community is doing for Little Sugas, they're so just supportive. Like, the city of Flint is super supportive. Like, we are fortunate and we are blessed to have the small city that we do have, because when somebody like me that's transitioning to entrepreneurship, we always have the support we need. So I love it. I think that my work is affecting the community in the sense of giving the community something that we don't necessarily have. When it comes to Little Sugas, it's more just sweet out there with it. They're a hit and miss. For the most part, Little Sugas is bringing that to the city, and it's bringing that for the little ones. Most of my Little Chef classes are ages 4 to 12. So it gives them something to do. And it not only gives them something to do, but it allows the community to know that we have somebody to educate these young kids on this. So when we are at home, they feel safe. I think a lot of entrepreneurs, we get into the cycle where things kind of seem like chaos sometimes, because it's new and because it's fresh, and it's because it's all coming from within us, and we don't really have enough structure in the beginning. With me being a newly entrepreneur, that's one of the things that we kind of lose sight of. You have people that support you, but you don't have a lot of people that are there on the back end to help you go through the process. So pretty much 100K Ideas have been doing that for me, and I'm just fortunate to have them. But I think the best thing to do is any entrepreneur going into this, just to always know why you're doing it. It'll help you to know in your heart, okay, I'm in the right place because this is why I'm doing this. And that was the biggest thing with me, just transitioning, being new. Like, it was like, who's gonna help me? Like, you have your family, you have your friends, but the people to do this type of work, it's hard to come across. So I love that 100K does it. This is amazing, so yeah.